The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
And we are live. I am Alfonso Martinez, Nigel Enrique. This is the RobotRice Report, live here from Beyond the Box in One Rockwell. You can catch us live, well, if you're watching us live, and if not, what's that? We're gonna have a super action-packed episode today, all PS4 from yesterday. And before we start, we're gonna show a quick clip to get on the hype train. Beep. Peace out.
What we're trying to create are things that people have never experienced, magical moments that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives.
I would like to make a small addition to the team.
Well, and we are back, and isn't everybody super duper hype? Next gen is here, everyone.
Super excited.
Super hype. So, like, the first thing we're gonna talk about is
Your favorite.
my favorite, what gets me going,
Your specialty.
We'll shut up now and
Okay.
is specs. It's like this is one of the slides they showed during the conference itself, or the PlayStation meeting.
Yeah.
First, like, the most important thing that they showed is the architecture, x86.
it's a PC now.
It's a PC. It's the same architecture that you can get from your laptops and from Macs. Everything. x86 is like the most basic socket that we have, and
But they did note that it's custom designed.
it's custom designed. Usually
not-
when they say x86, it's 32-bit, but they made sure it's x86 64, so it's 64-bit. And the importance of this is it's kind of like when Mac went from PowerPC to Intel,
Intel, yeah.
x86. Everything's gonna be easier to port.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing for the next gen. So games now are gonna come out nicer,
Yeah.
quicker,
Easier for developers.
easy to update the firmware, apps, all those Netflix apps. I don't use Netflix, but it's gonna be easy for that.
You don't have Netflix.
I wish I had Netflix, but I don't have Netflix. But like
You have torrent.
the good thing I see also for this is PC gamers,
Yeah.
because that was the hard thing before, diba? It's like, oh, if you're gonna switch from PowerPC to x86, it's too expensive. So that's the good thing. But like, I think the bad thing is
What?
backward compatibility, everyone.
Yeah. No
So,
more backward compatibility.
No more backward compatibility, which is kind of, but
I think it's a nice sacrifice because
yeah.
Yeah.
the good that'll come from it will outweigh.
Yeah, it's
not
like
being
it's
able to.
gonna kind of be like the whole Thunderbolt of Mac, like the new ports on iPhones. It's like at first it's like, oh, all my old adapters or whatever won't work anymore. But then if you want to get a thinner phone,
Yeah.
It's a sacrifice.
it's a
you're
good
willing to
time.
make.
I'm so excited that it's x86
And the
finally.
PS3 is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still fire it up. It's not like going anywhere.
Yeah, the silver lining in all of this is though that
Next gen.
no. Like for the whole the whole brouhaha now is like everybody's scared. Like, how about all my digital stuff? How about all my original PSN games? But like, if you guys know, like, it can be software emulated if ever. It's just expensive, but if the desire is there,
Yeah,
you know.
can get it.
But that's not a sure thing. Right?
It's not a sure
There's
thing.
no guarantee that they're gonna be able to do
I
that.
think it's gonna be kind of like
But they're gonna try. They say.
like what they did with PS2 games. Like not everything's gonna come out, but like the ones you want to come out,
Yeah, they'll work on those big ones.
yeah, they'll work on it. 'Cause I know it's a lot of like there's licensing and all of that.
Yeah.
So that's one big thing. x86 is gonna run on a 8-core of what's customized 8-core Jaguar CPU from AMD. The second big thing is what's that? Does it say?
The 8 gigs of RAM.
The 8 gigs of RAM. And well, so funny thing was the 8 gigs of RAM was I've been following the whole. If you guys didn't know, I've been hyped about this thing for the longest time. So each leak that come out, like the specs, you know, I was there.
Yeah.
And like the big thing was that's why it's a shocker for most people was they were saying it was going to be 4 gigs of GDDR5 for PS4. Oh yeah, and before I go, it's called PS4.
Yeah.
It's not called Orbis
PlayStation
anymore.
4, It's not PlayStation.
And the rumored Durango is going to be 8 gigs of DDR3. If you guys don't know, the difference is bandwidth. I don't want to go into details why it's better. The faster, the better. And GDDR5 is super rare. That amount, like you can guys, the most expensive video card you can get that was announced last week was the GTX Titan, which is $1,000, and it only has six gigs. Only has 6 gigs of GDDR5. So it helps put it into perspective, like how.
Powerful.
Like when they announced that, I'm like I'm not sure if everybody watched the live stream the other day, but like when I was watching, I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like it's
This thing is really strong.
it's gonna be fast. Like there's lots of people out there who I don't want to say anything about, but like who are not really informed about like hardware. It's like, but my PC's faster than that. But it's not. It's like you cannot compare. And this being a closed system,
Software is designed to run games.
Yeah.
optimized to run for games,
Independent software.
it's crazy. And if you want to put into perspective, PS1 had 4 MB of RAM. PS2 had what? I think 2448.
Yeah.
Yeah,
PS3 had split 256 VRAM, 256 system RAM, and this one is 8 gigs. So it's 8 gigs unified. So for those who don't know, 8 gigs it being unified is that it's up to the developer
To choose where they want to focus.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because that was the bottleneck before. It's like 256 video RAM, and one was Rambus XDR, the other one.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into technical.
Yeah, the point is, it's
it's
very,
fast.
very strong.
I'm really excited for mga techie people like me, like graphic stuff. It's really exciting. The next one, dedicated GPU. It's another off-the-shelf AMD one. The good thing about this again is also it's a GCN next generation graphics card. So all the bells and whistles that are coming out now, it's gonna have it. It's gonna have also dedicated hard drive like the last one.
course, yeah.
So that's also a good thing. It's gonna have Blu-ray drive 6 times 6. How do you say it? 6 speed times 6.
Yeah. Well,
6 times.
3 times faster.
3
than
times
the PS3
faster.
Blu-ray drive.
Other spec sheets, USB 3.0. It's gonna have HDMI out, and if they came out yesterday and said it will support 4K videos, not for games. For media. So I have to assume it's using HDMI 2.0 or 1.5, 1.4, 1.5.
I'm not sure.
Because doesn't matter. But it's a new
Doesn't
version of
matter.
HDMI.
Usually see them
It has AV out. The Bluetooth just 2.1, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the next big thing we want to talk about is a new controller.
A little more exciting, yeah.
DualShock 4.
DualShock 4 after how many years?
They
10
finally
years?
changed
They
it.
finally changed it. And as you guys can see here, hands the other way.
Yeah, the other way.
The other way.
Hey, don't hit me.
The
I wanna
first
hit
thing you'll
you.
probably
Do
notice
not hit
is
me.
there's a little empty space in the middle.
Which is the
Touchpad. It says right
touchpad.
there.
Exactly, the touchpad.
So it's a 2-point touchpad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's got. I was scared it was gonna be resistive touch, but at least it's capacitive touch.
Yeah.
This is identical to the Vitas.
They say it's Actually,
Because
okay.
you have a Vita.
Just sharing from someone who has a
Yeah,
Vita. The one that
exactly.
sucked about the rear touchpad of the Vita was, it wasn't. It's just you just touch it. It's capacitive, but you just touch it, and it's hard sometimes to place where your fingers are if it's behind you because you can't see your fingers. The good thing about this one is it's a front touchpad, but it's a clickable front touchpad.
Yeah.
So in theory, it could be like let's just say you have Angry Birds. What do you call this? On PS4. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, the good thing about it being a clickable touchpad is that you, for example, you're watching your TV with your finger on the touchpad without looking, you can see where your finger is, and when you want to actually have a press input,
You can click on it.
you can click on it.
Kind of like a trackpad.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
laptop.
kind of like the trackpad.
Yeah,
So
touchpad, trackpad.
so that's like a real. I don't want to say it's like a killer app or it's. I don't think it's like a game
It's
changer.
an
But then
innovation.
It's a really good addition to the
yeah,
controller.
it's a good innovation and it's really forward thinking. You know,
Yeah.
like everybody was scared. Like before the meeting was, is it gonna be like the old Sony? Is it gonna be like Sony doesn't?
Disappointing.
No, not only disappointing, but like how the PS3 was. It was like we don't give a shit what's going around.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
sort of
we
in a
do our
bubble.
own thing.
Yeah.
We do our own thing.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that infamous quote of Ken Kutaragi was like, "Yeah, it's $600, but if
People
you
will get 2 jobs.
you get 2 jobs because you deserve it." It's like what?
And people will buy it even with no games, right?
Exactly. So it's
they're
like
they're arrogant.
now it's like
They're
so-
catering it to everyone.
Yeah, this is a reaction to everything
Yeah.
that's been happening over the previous
and then
year.
the conference itself actually it's like it's more Western, which is a
Yeah.
good thing. It's like now they're actually thinking they're taking into consideration like 7 years ago when the PSU was launched. How long has it been? Six,
Six,
7
something
years.
like
6, 7.
There was no Twitter. There was no Facebook. There's YouTube was shit during that time.
Yeah.
Now it's like the emergence of
Social media.
yeah, social media and the whole craziness of spectator gaming,
Oh yeah.
which
Yeah. Wait, we're kind of going ahead of ourselves here.
sorry. Okay,
Let's save that for later. Let's stick to the controller
Stick to the
first.
script.
no, which I will also go to the controller is the new on the upper left, the new share button. Do we have a picture?
Yeah, we have a
Yeah.
picture of that.
Next slide, Mr. Slider.
Thanks,
There.
Mr.
Yeah,
Slider.
there we go.
The share button. I'm gonna have a gesture for it next time, but yeah, the new share button. And
Wave your magic wand.
the good thing about this, I think, is if it's on the controller, that means
Wait.
what?
What does it do?
Oh, the share button. Sorry, I'm sorry for.
What does the share button do?
The importance of
People
the
don't
share
know.
button is that as soon as you click it,
It records.
it buffers the
Well,
last.
actually, the PS4 actually just records
Yeah,
on its own.
Yeah.
No. Like when you, the PS3 is constantly recording what you're doing
Yeah.
without even you pressing the share button. So as soon as you click the share button, the last 15, yes, PS4. Sorry,
You said PS3?
I said PS3, PS4.
I was
Sorry.
doing it all day.
Just to before
We're not ready.
It's still in disbelief that it's
We're not
here.
ready for next
just
gen.
just to share with you guys what happened yesterday. Us three we watched it. Sausage Fest in Enrique's
Yesterday?
house. We were up.
Oh yeah,
at-
it's yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday we were up to like it was 7 a.m. We were
Yeah.
up. We,
stayed
didn't
up
sleep.
the whole night
We stayed up the whole night
to watch live.
We watched it live at 7 a.m. and like I went to bed at 5 yesterday, 5 p.m. the afternoon, and that's why I'm a little, and I hope everybody's safe. It's raining and it's really cold outside in traffic. So I hope everybody's
Yeah,
okay.
sure. And
But
there's
yeah.
a meteor. Right
And there's a
outside.
meteor in
Yeah.
Russia.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You can say all the excuses you want.
so I'm really
Okay.
a little out of it. But like I'm super excited. But yeah, the share button, basically what it does is, as soon as you press share, either you can click for multicasting if you wanna stream your game
Gateway,
online,
yeah.
or well, you
Broadcast your
could, yeah,
game
you
to
could
people.
broadcast your game online, or as soon as you press that share button, it will the PS3 will PS4 sorry
Four.
PS4 will show you your video that you've been doing for the past 15 minutes.
And you can
Yeah.
choose a certain segment that when you upload to YouTube, Facebook.
I think up Facebook, Ustream, all of that. Either if you want to cut it up, or if you want to take a screenshot,
Yeah.
or if all of the crazy things that are happening. And I think because of that, it's super forward thinking. Like they're seeing the realities now. Like especially now here in the Philippines, like Dota 2 is blowing up here, and sometimes some people they just want to watch people play. Like sometimes when Nigel, 'cause Nigel, if you guys don't know, is super good in Dota, StarCraft, and all that crap. Sometimes when I'm at home, I load up Dota 2 to just watch him play, just to see like
Yeah, he's a stalker.
I'm a stalker. It's like perfect for introvert stalkers like me. You can just watch people play, or like actually the NMF network in general. It's like it's the birth of the online personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Everybody's gonna be online watching almost
everybody.
everything
It's
they
and
want.
it's crazy. It's like
Yeah.
people nowadays. It's such a big market now that people want to watch.
almost everything.
So
Everything
this was-
online.
This was really smart of them.
This is
to do.
super smart and continue.
They used this feature while they were presenting one of the games we're gonna show later.
Yeah,
Killzone.
They used it, yeah. They used it. They did it actually during the press conference, and once they finished the press conference, you went to Killzone's Facebook page. It was actually there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super. Maybe it's pie in the sky. Maybe we don't know. But just thinking about the conference itself and the announcement of it, it's super exciting. And again, having the button itself on the controller
Yeah.
Makes it
just
so easy.
so-
makes it so easy, and it just shows like the dedication. Like okay, we're going full bore on this. We want to
Yeah.
put it on the controller if we were gonna.
Yeah.
And like for the guys watching us wherever you guys are, like again, like to think you can buy this 400, 500. We'll talk about price later. Whatever this unit is, you can do it. Everybody can do it. Like us, when we stream stuff, it's such a big setup. Like
Yeah.
here also MF Network, there's like cameras. If you guys can't see, there's like TriCaster. It's really difficult. Like, but to think that anybody now,
But do it straight from your console.
straight from your
With
console,
one button on your
Even
controller.
just streaming on your computer, get
Yeah.
XSplit or whatever.
Yeah.
It's such a hassle.
yeah, so yeah, some PC gamers now are saying like, oh, we do that on Fraps, we do that on XSplit. Like, no, my sister, who, if ever my
They wouldn't
sister,
know how to do that.
nobody knows how to do that. Like,
Yeah,
if my
yeah,
sister
they
wants
can
to
stream their Little Pony.
yeah, My Little Pony, she can't stream that. But like, if my sister was playing My Little Pony on PS4 and clicked
She's
share,
the share button.
hey guys, I'm playing.
Yeah,
you can
perfect.
watch me. So
Exactly.
Yeah. And
There.
another thing you'll notice on the controller, it
Nice.
now has an LED bar.
an LED bar.
What's
Talk
that?
about the LED. Can you
Yeah.
talk about the LED bar?
It's blue and it's shiny, and it makes it look cool. When I saw them playing the controller in the conference, it just made it look so much cooler.
Oh, yeah.
You just see it glowing there,
Like it was changing from like red to orange. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
and that's actually how they're gonna show different
Different
players,
players,
right?
yeah.
You'll all have a different color. It makes more sense. It's easier than looking at a number.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Are you player orange or
Yeah,
player red?
yeah. Like when you sometimes when you play
It's not player 2 anymore. It's
like
player
Super Smash,
green.
like sometimes it's also color coded, right?
Yeah, and it'll match with your controller.
StarCraft, it's like that.
And it looks so cool. Look at it. It looks like I don't know. What's that show again? I'll stop thinking about shows. Like the Knight Rider. Like just like a little red
Wow.
bar.
Knight
It
Rider.
looks so badass. Huh?
Knight Rider.
It works for the move.
Yeah,
exactly.
we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna segue. Like they designed it nice now, and it looks like that. It looks cool. Cause like the problem with the move, it looked like.
Yeah,
it's
just
a
say
kid
it,
show. It
just
looks
say
like a dildo.
But it's
It looks like a dick.
if it's a stick, you can't use a horizontal light bar because if you twist it in a certain angle, you won't see it anymore. There's a reason why it's a circle.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I understood why it was designed that way.
Yeah.
But
It looks dumb.
It
yeah.
looks
But
dumb.
with this controller though, I'm thinking if it's in the rear, the moment you do that, you don't see it anymore. And with games that use the gyroscope, aren't you gonna tend to have angles?
I
when
have
you-
I have a feeling with this. They haven't again announced how it would work. It was just more they just announced
They
it.
just showed it.
and,
they just showed it.
And why you would need move functionality
Yeah.
on your DualShock.
I have a feeling how it could
Playing
work.
horror games, you need to get closer to
No,
the
no,
screen.
like for example, like your since now it's super accurate, and they said they improved the 6-axis. It's gonna be more accurate. I can envision it be like, for example, you're playing an FPS, but since it's on your controller, like you can have more like a kind of like an on-screen mouse, like for more.
I think that's what the touchpad will do. I don't think the move,
No,
move
like
thing will do
not
that.
for touchpad. Let's say like just it just helps with the fidelity of like
Wow,
That's just the 6-axis. I don't think you need move functionality.
no.
The reason that's just to tell your position in 3D space. That's not gonna help with
No,
the.
like let's say
that's all on the gyroscope. That's
no, it's
not,
help. It's kind of like like those shooting games on Move.
Yeah.
So it's like you can do that just using your controller.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean. But that's still awkward.
It's kind of awkward, but
I'd
like,
rather
it
use
helps.
Just a reminder, this is all speculation. This is not confirmed.
I know, but
What we're talking about,
it's confirmed. It's for.
But it's
Move.
confirmed that it's Move.
It's confirmed.
Yeah, yeah,
We're just
yeah,
speculating because they didn't talk about in the.
They talk about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Anyway,
gyroscope and everything
that's
else.
probably enough about the controller. Let's
Yeah,
get to the.
exactly.
Okay,
good
before we
stuff.
go, another cool thing is they. No. A super quick 2 minutes. If you guys look at the picture, new triggers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's supposed
new
to
triggers.
feel much better now.
Yeah.
It's kind of fatter.
New
New sticks.
New sticks and
D-pads adjusted a bit.
they announced yesterday it was.
Yeah, there you go.
They announced that what do you call this? They redesigned the feel of the triggers.
Yeah.
Kinda looks
the
like a
texture's
360.
different also.
Kind of looks like a 360 controller, but everybody loves a 360 controller.
Yeah.
I like using a 360
One
controller.
reporter actually mentioned that it looks like a 360 controller to Shuhei Yoshida, head
Yeah.
of Worldwide Studios at Sony, and he
Laughed.
just laughed, right?
So what?
Somewhat.
Everybody's
yeah.
copying everybody.
Look at the Nintendo Pro controller. That's a 360 controller with the sticks on top.
Yeah, exactly. And what Steve Jobs say? No, I forgot the quote.
Stop bringing up references.
Stop
you don't remember.
referencing stuff.
You don't
stuff
remember.
You can't remember.
All right, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. So,
What are those holes?
sorry.
The headphone jack
Oh, yeah.
and the speakers.
Speakers.
Get
There's
your
a
stuff
headphone.
together.
There's a headphone jack and there's speakers. Sorry. Thank you, Miguel, for reminding
the
me.
speakers thing is similar to what the Wiimote does
Yeah.
right now, where it plays sounds there. It's kind of gimmicky, but it's still cool to have.
Yeah, it was cool like for like some games like Raving Rabbids and
Yeah, or No More Heroes when they'd call you in the game.
it would ring there.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do that.
And
but
and another cool thing that maybe they could do is if you don't want to wear a headset, if
you
you're
could just
you can chat through there.
yeah.
So let's say because they said it comes with a 3.5 millimeter mono jack under. Yeah, you can plug it under so you can like Xbox 360.
Yeah, same.
So you can connect a headset.
So really smart. They basically got all the other features
Yeah.
of all the other controllers, made a friggin' awesome,
Yeah,
perfect
all in one
controller.
controller.
And it's
theoretically.
standardized. That's a good thing.
All
It's
in one.
standardized. Because like the problem with the PS3 was, yeah, you could use any Bluetooth headset, but it was such a nightmare to like pair the Bluetooth headset,
Yeah.
and nobody actually did it. I
Yeah.
did it because I'm weird.
This makes it easier, faster.
You still bought the actual.
I bought the PS3
Yeah.
headset,
Yeah,
Bluetooth
the-
headset. So I want everything matching. Sue me. Don't sue me.
Okay, anyway,
Anyway,
that's enough about the controller. Let's get to the good part.
what's the good part?
The games.
Oh, no, cloud. Or what about?
System social.
But I want to talk about the games.
No,
Oh.
that's later.
Okay.
Okay, before we'll talk about quick the another big thing that came out that was pretty cool.
Related to the share feature.
Related to the share features, the new cloud and their whole tagline of it being instant, being quick,
Yeah.
and being social. So, what this is like, what they showed of like the UI was, it pretty much connects to your Facebook and like instead of using old weird code names like I don't know.
I think when you look at it, actually, you see your old PSN ID and then your real name above it.
Thank you. I hate my PSN ID.
So they might actually do something sort of like Battle.net where you have your real name but you also have your tag.
Yeah, and you can just add people through their names. It's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna search for Nigel, not for Killer Weed whatever 420 dog.
Killer weed for 20. What the hell?
XX, you know,
I don't know.
you know those people who have weird ass online accounts. And
Destroyer.
yeah, and that's their big push, being more social. Like it's again reacting to the market nowadays. Everything is social. And another thing is, yes,
One of the big things that they talked about is Gaikai,
Yeah.
you'll be able to watch what your friends are playing
Yeah.
on your tablet.
on your tablet or
On
on your
your phone.
PS4,
Smartphone.
and you'll be able to take control of the game if they let you.
That's so weird. Like, why would somebody?
No, because like, what if somebody is like, oh dude, I can't get through this part, could you do it for me? You don't have to be in the same living room anymore. You could do it over the internet.
Yeah, you don't
you
have-
could give him control.
I think this is like the ultimate lazy of like. Like when no. Like for me, the scenario I thought of when I first like my dad is like downstairs playing Call of Duty, and usually when he starts like Alfonso, how do you beat this part? Like now,
Yeah,
I'll
do
just
it
connect to my PS4. I'm so lazy to go down.
remote play from your Vita
Yeah.
and control it.
But it's exciting. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, and the another thing, if some of you guys use PS3s a lot, it's like the slow download stuff, the slow download times for patches, for firmware, for
Yeah.
downloading.
Now all of that can be done in the background while it's sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. Because another thing that's connected to the share functionality is they said in the conference it had its own dedicated processor.
Yeah, I heard it's an ARM processor.
Yeah, just for that,
Yeah, just to be in a low-powered state.
just to do that.
Yeah, and do all sorts of things like download stuff
Yeah.
in the background.
And to connect it with the RAM that I was talking about a while ago, since there's so many freaking RAM, it's gonna be now like cell phones. If you turn off your system and you turn it on, it stops where you stopped.
Yeah.
So it's instant on. It's not like you save your game, you turn it off, you boot it, you
You're
load
like,
the
wait,
game.
wait, I gotta save my game before
No,
I
as soon as you turn off your PS4, you turn it on, it's there. Boom.
So we
It's
don't
there.
have an excuse anymore.
Stop it.
Yeah,
For
we can't be
backlog.
like, I gotta save. You could just stop anytime.
You know,
But
it's,
they don't know that.
they don't know that.
Yeah, so we
my,
can
my
say,
theory is like for
Saving.
all us three and other gamers watching, it's like, do you know how girls have so many clothes and say they have nothing to wear?
what?
Guys have the guy version of that. We have so many games, but we keep on saying we have nothing to play.
I don't say that.
I say that. I'm like, oh, there's nothing to play, but I'm like, I have 5 games I haven't
Yeah,
finished
there's
yet.
so
It's
many games.
elitist.
How many games? Okay, we
I'm
went to
the
Data.
worst.
We went to Data Blitz a few weeks ago. How many games did you buy?
I don't know. If you put them all
3?
together, it was like 7.
How many did
Because
you
there were
put-
collections.
Did you play any yet?
No. I will.
No, but see,
Eventually.
that's the thing. Like maybe psychologically sometimes because you're working or I mean, there's so many things that are biting our attention nowadays. Smartphones, downloading shows, streaming. So sometimes when you think about it, oh crap, it takes me like a minute to load my PS3.
Yeah, especially if the game needs to install.
Yeah, it needs to install or even like
Speaking of which,
What?
the new feature, even if you're downloading a game, it gets
Yeah.
updated already.
yeah, it's kind of like what Guild Wars does
Yeah.
or like
Blizzard.
or StarCraft.
Okay,
Blizzard,
so,
StarCraft.
so now you don't have to wait
Yeah.
for the whole thing to finish.
Yeah.
You
can
can
play
download
it.
it like 50%. You can already play it, but it's still downloading.
Or you can even, if your internet is fast enough, which is not here in the Philippines, but in other places of the world,
You just stream games.
you can just stream games.
Yeah. So
And-
that's the way demos will work now.
Fast enough.
Here it's fast enough. But in my
Oh,
house,
in Alphonse's house.
in my house, I don't think it's fast
We
enough.
have a deadline to upgrade our internet.
Yeah.
We have a deadline.
But yeah, but the cool thing is when you're in the PlayStation Store, when you see a game you want to try, you're thinking, it's 10 gigs. Do I really want to invest that time and
Yeah.
download and try it? Now you don't have to worry about that at all. Now you can just
Stream instant on.
click it, stream it, and you're trying out the game. It makes it so much easier.
And the exciting thing about this is what they were saying tablets, but pretty much there's gonna be a PlayStation app,
On the iPhone, iPad,
iPhone,
Android
iPad.
devices.
So I'm thinking maybe
Everywhere.
everywhere. So it's like
Yeah,
if
you'll
you-
always be connected, and you can buy games from the PlayStation
Yeah.
app, which is crazy.
or maybe since they're pushing remote play for Vita, which is another thing. Let's say you're playing a PS4 game at home and you're like on the bus. Well, MRT if you're here. Like when I take MRT, and since there's internet for your Vitas or you're at work, technically you could stream your PS4 game and play it wherever you are.
If
that-
your connection's good
Games on
enough,
your
yeah.
Vita, yeah.
no, you can stream it. Like it's gonna be like on live and
Yeah.
what Gaikai does. I mean, that's the thing. Like that's the whole thing of the conference. It's like it's holding on the infrastructure. It's
Yeah.
holding. But the kind of cool thing is now we're in the Philippines. Like we were watching a few videos of people like in other countries. Like let's say New York, but here like we're here in NM here in Rockwell. There's already fiber optic. So
Yeah.
at least here in the
It's
Philippines,
developing.
it's developing since it's a small country.
But you know, the States, the internet there isn't as good as you might think it is. Like there's still places there
Yeah,
that have
exactly.
pretty bad connection.
That's why it's also kind of exciting for us, like in
Yeah.
the Philippines, in the Philippine context. Like the internet's there, like hell, globe. Some parts of the states don't even have LTE, and we already have LTE. Like if
Yeah.
you guys check out the chart for LTE around the world, Philippines for some reason we're one of the countries that actually have. Like there's some parts like Russia doesn't have LTE.
That's because we're so into cell phones here.
Exactly. So it's a good thing. So there, I'm kind of hopeful. Give it a year to.
Yeah.
Sky Cable's announcing 20 I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
10 Mbps for like 2,000 bucks
Shots
a month.
fired.
With caps, but yeah, exciting and
Yeah, PlayStation's gonna be with you everywhere you go on your phone, your tablet.
yeah, and
It's
again, they're reacting to the market. Like
Yeah.
everybody now, like the fears nowadays, it's like, why am I gonna get a dedicated console? Like
Yeah.
I have my iPad actually. I have my. Why am I gonna spend like $400 on a new console? I can just buy a Samsung Galaxy or whatever, which costs like 500. Like, but at least now,
Yeah, but when you buy those things, you won't be able to see stuff with like crazy graphics.
Yeah, at least now it's like it's
True, yeah.
the options
You
are
don't see
open.
anything like that, yeah.
So it's like they now can, you know, games can be advert. The good thing about the social features is like at least games, especially console games, are more connected. Yeah, like the one of the reasons, like let's say Temple Run, one, of course it's free, but then I remember a few years ago or last year, the whole reason Temple Run became so popular, became so viral, everybody was posting on Twitter their high scores.
Yeah.
And you don't have that kind of thing on PlayStation 3. They kind of tried to do.
You could in
There's
Uncharted.
ladders, there's
Yeah, exactly. They did some of it in Uncharted, but you know, it didn't really work out. So
Anyway, let's
time
move on.
Time to move on. So the next is we're gonna start showing some games.
Finally.
Sorry,
This is what-
I'm so excited, you know, the whole technical stuff, but now like the conference stuff, we're gonna show some games.
Yeah,
go.
that's good.
Yeah, let's
The first game they announced was Knack,
Knack.
which is I don't really know what it is actually.
Reminds me of
It's-
Mega Man.
Mega
It
Man,
reminds-
a little bit of Crash with the whole mascot thing.
Actually,
We don't really know much about it.
it's like a character. It's like
It's like
Uh,
Crash.
exactly, it's like Crash, but the thing is, the guy who's directing it is one of the guys who did Crash.
Oh
Mark
really?
Cerny. Yeah, he's directing it. This is his
Yeah,
game.
that's
I know it's his game, but I didn't know he had anything to do with Crash.
He helped develop Crash, Spyro, all of those.
Oh, okay, that's great then.
That's why they played the Crash music when he came in.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
So yeah, Mark Cerny is one of the main guys. Why we have Crash Bandicoot? Why we have Spyro the Dragon? Why we have Jack and Daxter? So that's why this is like return to
This
form.
might be the next big thing from him.
Yeah, like the character-driven games that medyo died out in the PS3
Yeah.
era.
So when you look at the trailer, you're thinking like it doesn't actually look that amazing. This could probably be done in like PS3 or whatever.
Look at this. Look at the physics. in
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's true. When you look at it first glance, you might think it's not that advanced, but then hearing from people that've seen it up close, it actually looks really, really good.
Yeah, it's like if
It's an aesthetic.
actually this one looks like CG, but they claim this is real time.
I think we're really gonna hit the whole Pixar quality.
This looks like Toy Story.
Yeah,
Toy
I
Story
really
2.
think we're gonna hit that this time. Anyway, I think we should show the next game.
What's the next game do we have
The
in
next
line?
game is Killzone.
This one's probably the highlight of the show. For me,
Well, for me, it was the
Dude, when
best looking one.
When I
This
saw
is the
this,
best looking one.
yeah.
Dude,
this is the jaw-dropping moment of the show.
when I saw this video, I was like, shit. This kind of looks like when I first saw like the second Star Wars, like the chase scene.
Yeah.
The city. It's like, damn, this thing looks like. Is this real?
This is like a movie. I just want to run around the building.
I remember you saying that you're skeptical about it being
Real.
actual, yeah.
So-
actual gameplay footage.
It's real, man.
'Cause they showed
played
it-
through the
Yeah,
whole
they showed it in Jimmy Fallon's show. He actually got to play it, so it's actually a real game.
And it's gonna be full HD, 1080p.
Yeah,
It's not
1080p is now the
CGI type of
1080p is now the native resolution
look,
for PS4 games. And I like that they didn't go with Killzone 4,
Yeah.
right? There's sort of this negative stigma about like, you know, so many sequels
So
and
many
all that.
sequels, yeah.
And this is like a nice little sidestep to that.
Guys, again, if you guys, if it's
Look
not
at the
clear,
buildings.
if you look at the raw video of this or go to YouTube, search
Look for a
720
Yeah.
HD one, like wow, like people
It's
are saying,
jaw-dropping.
before we saw this video, we were checking out videos of Crysis 3 and like no game can look better than Crysis 3.
Yeah, everything. This is
Nothing
the
can
top.
top it. And
And
when you
then-
saw this,
And this comes out. And before the conference started, I kept thinking, are they gonna show something that shows this is next gen? Like this is really the next step in gaming.
look at
And,
the lighting.
and I was thinking, what's that gonna look like? And this was that moment for me when they showed Killzone. It's
So
crazy.
what's the next video we have?
Let's show the next game.
Drive Club.
Drive Club.
Yeah.
So I was a
First rule
little.
of Drive Club.
Don't talk about Drive. No, the thing I was kind of disappointed with. Well, Drive Club's a cool name, and I like Evolution Studios. I was kind of hoping for a Gran Turismo. There's not
That
a
would've been
PlayStation
huge.
launch without a Gran Turismo game, but I understand why they're not.
Because those guys take forever to bring
Not
stuff
really
out.
disappointed. Look at the game, dude.
It looks in the video of this, the whole video of this, the presentation. It kind of also showed the whole social features of like, on your tablet.
Playing as a team also.
Playing as a team, then you can like set up games with your tablet,
Yeah.
message people, can watch them online,
Social events during the game.
and it looks good.
It's
Looks
a
like
really social focused racing game.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks amazing. Like from afar you'd think it's real.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
felt
right.
that way about PS3 racing games.
yeah.
Now it's like one more step.
And if you guys watch the full presentation of this, they actually like closed up on like the stitching of the chairs.
Yeah.
Of like
And they actually give you a real experience, like really go into the car and strap in.
Yeah, you
seat
strap
belts.
in, you
It's
press
crazy.
it, and-
It's crazy.
And Evolution has a good track record. So
With MotorStorm, yeah.
I'm excited about that. The next, what do we got?
Next we have
Second.
Infamous
Yep.
Second Son.
Actually, when this started, people were speculating Watch Dogs again.
Yeah.
It had a really similar theme with the whole,
Yeah,
surveillance
network,
and the government.
everybody
Yeah.
watch Big Brother.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
all that stuff.
And they claim this is real time also, right? It's
Yeah,
in-engine
Everyone
real.
claims everything's real.
Yeah, this is also real time in engine. I think though that Sony learned its lesson, like from PS3, that
With the target demos that were
Yeah.
actually real time.
and I'm not entirely clear if this is the son of
It is.
No, but
They
then
didn't say it, but
no, but then either that or through the story of spoilers. Can I spoil
no,
Infamous?
Can we
don't,
just-
don't.
Let's just say it's
Let's
the
just
new
say-
Infamous game
Let's
with
just
a new
say
character.
what happened in Infamous 2 was
You're gonna
No,
say-
it's-
Can you just not say what
No,
happened?
no, no.
Infamous too.
no. It's not an ending.
Can you just not say
Cover your
it?
ears.
No,
Let's just
no,
talk
dude.
about Infamous
Okay.
Second Son.
It looks nice. Infamous
Okay,
Second.
there you
This is
there you go.
Infamous
Stop
Second
out, stop
Son,
out, stop.
Sucker Punch, new character, new city. He's now using fire instead of lightning. It looks good.
It's not Colin though.
It's not
Doesn't matter. He looks cool. Anyway,
It looks cool. And
next.
yeah.
Okay,
and
go.
I love the gameplay of Infamous too. It's
Yeah.
like Sucker Punch is known for like the fluidity of the controls,
Yeah.
the combat, and I super enjoyed Infamous 2. And
Story wasn't bad. Story was good.
Story was you should play Infamous 2. I haven't you can I'll lend it to you, but yeah, pretty good. The next one is
An
what do you have? Indie game.
The Witness.
Oh, this one was big. This one,
This is
when,
huge.
When this came out, I was like, oh shit, this is coming. And the guy who presents Jonathan Blow, the infamous indie developer, from the
Braid.
best-selling, critically acclaimed, exclusive to well, it wasn't exclusive anymore.
It was
Braid.
a timed exclusive.
Time exclusive for Braid, and for him, for this guy to come out and say, I'm coming out on PS4, I'm coming out on the press con.
This
it's
is
a big
our,
thing.
I mean, this is the PlayStation's version of Braid.
Yeah.
Like they have it as a timed exclusive.
And I don't know about the gameplay itself, but it's not super like as he said, it's not super explosions, but then it's the art style and
Yeah.
it looks really good. The next one,
Yeah.
what do we have?
We have
Next one we have Dragon's Dogma 2.
No.
no.
This is Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm telling you, deep down, 2Ds,
Double D's.
working title.
Double D.
You know in E3 they're gonna say deep down is actually Dragon's Dogma 2.
The trailer looked good. But what was in my head was, if fantasy can look this good, I'm just waiting for like the next Skyrim.
The next Elder Scrolls.
The next look at, and again, this is not to our viewers. This is not CG. This is in engine by the new Panty Raid.
Panty Raid.
Panty Raid.
What is it actually? Fanta Raid?
Fanta Raid.
Yeah, Fanta
Yeah, anyway,
game engine.
it's Capcom's new game engine.
And this is all real time. It's all
It looks
in engine.
crazy good.
And it looks crazy.
And it's gonna be called Dragon's Dogma 2 in a
Yeah.
couple of months.
And the next
Anyway,
one,
Next game we have is the already announced, but
officially announced.
finally officially announced what platform it was coming for. We all knew when they announced that
Watch
this is-
Dogs.
This isn't for current gen,
But it's coming out current gen.
but it's not gonna look like
It's not gonna look like this. It's not gonna look as good as this. This is Watchdog, and they said they recreated the whole Chicago for this.
It looks really, really
It
good.
looks really good.
That's
and
what they do.
Which makes you wonder,
Assassin's Creed, yeah.
what's the PS3 and 360 version and the Wii U version gonna look like?
I don't know.
Right?
Most likely it'll look like Assassin's Creed 3.
It's gonna be low res. Or
Low
something?
res, jaggy, and
Well,
hiccups.
they're making it, for PS3 as well.
I kind of wish that it was just next gen and they just
Yeah,
went all out.
actually.
Look at that. Look at like the lens flare and look at like the
Michael Bay?
physics. Yeah. No, I mean from the sun. Like it looks
Yeah, that's
real
true.
and like the interactions.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of things that come from next gen, from
Yeah.
stronger CPUs and AI and all of
So
that.
people actually knew about this game. They're just officially announcing
Officially
that it's
saying,
coming to
oh
the
yeah,
PlayStation 4.
it's coming. to
But the
PS4.
next game is a
Oh,
pretty big
what?
surprise. Because when we were watching and they said that Blizzard was gonna go on stage, we were like, wait,
No.
what's happening here? What
Yeah.
are you doing? Why are you bringing Blizzard?
Yeah, 'cause I thought I was kind of hoping it was gonna be StarCraft Ghost.
But yeah, they ended up announcing Diablo 3 for PS4 and PS3.
Yeah, and it's like a exclusive. They didn't say it was exclusive, but it's like a new agreement.
Yeah,
with Sony,
partnership.
with Sony.
Partnership.
Partnership with Sony, exactly.
I'm disappointed.
Why?
It's been out for such a long time. It's not really a big
But,
deal.
but it's big in that
The
it's
sense is
Diablo
Blizzard.
on consoles and Blizzard on
For me,
consoles
they-
again.
If they showed a different IP, a new game,
I think for
I would have just
the,
thrown my wallet to your screen.
the,
and
the,
destroyed
the,
your
the significance
MacBook.
of this is like not the game itself. It's more on Blizzard is coming back to consoles.
Yeah.
Like if they're throwing their weight against their highest selling game of all time, it's the highest selling PC game of all time.
And I think you guys are also coming in the perspective of
We
a
own it.
PC gamer and you have it already
Yeah.
and you've played it. But there are people there who
Exactly.
don't have a PC who only play in consoles. This is huge for them.
Yeah, and
It's like I'm gonna
Blizzard.
get to play Diablo.
Yeah,
and it's
true.
Blizzard. It's awesome. So either way, it's good news.
Yeah, and it's coming
And
out for
it-
PS3 and PS4.
And it was a big surprise. The next game was also a big surprise. They just saved all the surprises for the last
Yeah.
part, right? Another company that you wouldn't expect to show up
It's
on a
like
Sony stage.
it's all shots fired against Microsoft. Like,
Yeah.
Like the last year, like check this out, bastards.
Yeah, I know. The next game they showed was Destiny from Bungie, which is
The developers of the Halo
Yeah.
multi-selling
the
awarded.
guys who make Microsoft's best game.
One regret I have. Yeah, one
yeah,
game.
the one game I had before I wanted to get a 360 for
I only
Bungie.
played Halo 1 to 3, Reach, what's the other one?
Or
Reach,
ODST.
ODST,
And-
M4, I didn't get to play.
And this one's interesting. It's like it's an always on, kind of like Borderlands, kind of like Guild Wars shooter. That
So it's
MMO.
an MMO shooter.
It's an
Yeah,
MMO
MMO
shooter,
shooter.
but it's an MMO shooter, but you don't have to pay monthly for it. They said that.
Yeah.
They already said that.
So this was shown. This was
That's
announced
part of
and
it.
revealed last week
But this is the first time they showed
for next
Yeah.
gen.
for next gen,
Next gen,
and
yeah, for-
lots of gameplay.
Yeah, last week was like it's coming out for PS3 and 360. Here's some gameplay, and now they revealed that it's coming out for PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, probably the next Xbox.
Probably Wii U. We don't know.
I don't think it's coming.
I don't
to
think
Wii
No
U.
so.
Wii U, dude.
And the big banger of that was, it's like what Microsoft usually does with Call of Duty exclusive
Exclusive
DLC.
content.
There's gonna be exclusive content for Sony platforms
Yeah.
for this one.
So that's pretty big, which is weird because they
Yeah.
tend to be like a Microsoft kind of company, but
Yeah,
then
Bungie.
they're independent, so they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, and this is the game that was the whole brouhaha also with why Respawn, a whole drama with Activision. But
Yeah,
we won't get
other
into
story.
that.
Anyway, those are all the games.
Yep.
Those are all the games that and it was exciting. Like I wasn't expecting they'd show that much games.
Yeah, I wasn't
I
expecting.
was
that.
expecting more tech stuff. Just tech stuff.
That's why it was smart what they did. It's like they got the tech stuff in front for a while, and it's like 2 hours or hour and a half of just
2 hours.
games.
Yeah.
It's just games.
So we have to note that they did say that it's coming out holiday
2013.
of
Yeah.
2013, but they didn't say how much it was going to be.
I'm saying it's 430.
I think it's going to be $499.
I don't think
I think it's going to be 60,000 pesos
550.
when it gets
550.
here.
because like thinking I'm like thinking like the whole like as a company as a whole like PR wise they already got burned with the Vita pricing it too high. They got burned with the PS3 pricing it too high. And if you could see like Sony as a company, they have been selling lots of assets like worth billions. So I think they'd rather either what Microsoft did last gen, they'll try to subsidize the price, like what they do with like $600 cell phones. Like okay, you subscribe to PSN Plus, then
Get whatever you need to say.
yeah, they're not gonna charge that much.
Okay.
They're
Yes.
not gonna charge. I don't think they're gonna charge that much. They're
Okay,
gonna
we can take bets. I'm going $499 for the base
I'll
model.
go with that though.
Okay, base model.
Base model.
Base
I'm going
model.
$499.
base model for me is 400. Top of the line's 500.
Okay,
600.
600.
They won't go
I don't
They're
think
not
so.
going to go
Only took
600.
You only took 500.
They
I
won't
think
go
510 or something.
No, this is weak.
Far.
Okay,
they won't
so
go
we're
600.
gonna check back
550.
when it comes out and see who got it right.
I'm gonna be right. Like the backlash from the 500 and 600.
Yeah,
So
but it's not 500. It's 499.99.
Do you think they can get away with that?
I think they can. They can get away with me anyway. I'm gonna buy it.
Okay, you can get away. How many Xboxes have you bought?
A lot.
How many PS3s
No,
have
number.
you bought?
Give me a number.
Give us a number.
How
8.
many?
You bought 8.
I bought 3.
They break.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
That's why I didn't buy another one.
You're like the weird outlier who buys everything, which is a good thing. But like I'm thinking, the normal Joe wouldn't,
But they haven't bought a PS3 in forever. I mean, this is the next gen.
I don't know. It's like
I always get everything on release. But
I think like with
It
the
breaks.
whole company profile of like they need the PS4 to work, so they can't risk selling it that high.
they can if it's this good.
So anyway, I think we're out of time, and I hope you guys enjoyed our little PS4 special.
Yeah.
Again, we're live here from Beyond the Box and One Rockwell and NMF Network. You can like NMF and RobotRice
On Facebook.
on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And keep an eye out for RobotRice.com.
Keep an eye out. It's under construction. You can follow Enrique on Twitter, which is
Enrique Mananam. I tweet a lot.
he tweets a lot
Like a
now.
lot.
Nige.
Zim948.
And you can search for me on Twitter at RobotRice. You can search for us on Facebook for updates on the show. And I hope you guys enjoyed our little. If you guys have any questions, just tweet any of us. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to play online with you guys. So, adios. Have a safe trip home if you're watching us from the car. I don't know.
What?
And have a fun rainy Friday. And we're out. Play us out.
It worked. Jerry's a chicken.
Mustache Man, your worst nightmare has arrived.